Good morning, everyone. We are back at the San Antonio Zoo. Welcome back. If you practiced yesterday, you might be feeling a little sore. I didn't think we did that much core work, but I woke up feeling sore in my abs and my legs. It was a good sore, so I hope it served you well. I wore my shirt today that says, "Sky above, earth below, fire within." As I teach in most of my classes, I always invite you to go inside first. I just received some sad news. And the reality of what we're going through hits me harder some days than others. And I know that we are all doing our best to navigate through this. I'm sending so many prayers and blessings to all of you. Let's stay strong. Let's start by checking in on our backs. Now, please know all feelings are welcome. Let's get still. Let's get calm. Let's rebalance our bodies by laying flat on our backs in reclining mountain pose. We'll take a couple minutes here. Once you're comfortably flat on your hard surface, whether it's your tiles in your kitchen, your yoga mat outside on your deck, be comfortable wherever you are. Let your palms face up and notice what happens with your shoulders. You'll get that outer rotation in your shoulders. You can tuck your shoulders behind you. Lift your head, tuck your chin, getting some nice extension, and then laying yourself back down. Let your toes flop out so that you are 100% relaxed and at ease. If getting still is challenging for you, I know a lot of us experiencing anxiety might have a hard time with getting quiet and getting still. Let me remind you that when you close your eyes, you are firing up your alpha brain waves. So you're sending a signal to your body, letting yourself know it's time to calm down. It's okay to relax. And once you've arrived, begin to tap into your breath. Drop your lower jaw from your upper jaw. And if you're carrying tension there, you can give your jaw a little wiggle. Letting everything be soft and open to receiving your healing breath. Being aware of any sounds that you can hear without placing any judgment on it. If your mind begins to wander, just bring it back to the breath. Come back gently, lovingly. Begin to deepen your breath. Big inhale through your nose. Let your belly rise, your rib cage expand, and your chest lift. As you exhale, notice your belly sink in. Your rib cage collapse, and your belly soften and release. Follow your breath just like a wave. Inhaling and exhaling. There is no right or wrong way to breathe. Feel free to open your mouth on your exhales if that serves you better. You may experience more of a release. Continue to rest easy in reclining mountain pose. Follow your breath. And I'm going to share one of my favorite poems with you while you're relaxing and focusing on your breath, tuning inward. Let this poem break through the conceptual thinking and let us land in this present moment. This is by Martha Postlethwaite. Do not try to save the whole world or do anything grandiose. Instead, create a clearing in the dense forest of your life and wait there patiently until the song that is your life falls into your own cupped hands and you recognize and greet it. Only then will you know how to give yourself to this world so worth of rescue. Letting your breath take you where it wants to take you as you continue to feel relaxed. We are all processing so much right now that I love focusing on a restorative practice more than ever. And that's why we start here, so we can check in with ourselves and welcome everything that we are feeling, holding ourselves gently and lovingly. Slowly begin to deepen your breath when you're ready and wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rotate your ankles and your wrists. You can let your elbows rest on your mat and begin to make those circles with your wrists as well. Let's warm our bodies up for some movement today. I've been thinking about ways to name my classes, and this morning I just thought, let's call this the quarantine cure, because most of us are stuck inside. Rotate the direction that your circles and wrists are moving in. So we're stuck inside, but how are we using this time to our advantage? We must move it or lose it, friends. Let's move our bodies gently. Tap into our strength. Tap into our breath. Reach your arms up overhead when you're ready. Get long. Wiggle from side to side. Do you have any side waist soreness from yesterday? I do. I hope it's a good sore. Remember, don't push anything your body is not ready for. Stay in reclining mountain pose this whole class if you'd like. Tapping into your breath brings you awareness, which is the most important thing that you could do right now. Because your peace exists in the present moment. When we can get out of our heads, the monkey mind, and come into our body and into our sensations. Let's do a spinal twist. Draw your right knee up towards your body. Grab your knee and draw it just on the outside of your rib cage. Your left foot is flexed. You're very active in your left leg. Relax your head, your neck, and your shoulders, and gently pull that right knee a little further close to you. Take a few deep breaths. This is also a really good low back release. You can slowly begin to tap into your Ujjayi breath. Slow and steady inhales and exhales through the nose. Slowly begin to draw that right knee over towards the left. Reach your right arm out like a T and take a gaze towards your fingertips so we can incorporate your neck. Ooh, I got a pop. That's your body saying thank you if you get a pop. Work with gravity in your breath here to open you up and unravel you. Peel back those layers. Maybe 10 or so breaths here. And if you get distracted, you can count your breath. Hi, friend. Thank you for joining us. These are the abyss. I think this is a rose something or other abyss. I think I'm saying it right. Mom, remember the white ones in Florida? These are so beautiful here at the San Antonio Zoo. I love your colors. Focus on your breath. Just a couple more here. And then slowly begin to come back to center when you're ready. Extend both legs. Windshield wiper your feet. And just notice the difference. Slow and steady. Giving our bodies the space and time that it needs to feel as we are meant to. Flex your right foot so that you're active in your right leg. And then draw that left knee up towards your chest. Get some extension in your spine by lifting your head, tucking your chin, maybe moving your shoulders back a little bit. And then gently let yourself lay back down. That left knee is coming down closer and closer with each breath, just on the outside of your rib cage. You can move mountains with your awareness as you stay tuned in to your breath. The quieter you become, the more you can hear. Honor yourself and this time you are providing for yourself. When you're feeling ready, begin to draw that left knee over towards the right. Draw your left arm out like a T and gaze towards your fingertips. Trying to keep shoulders square here over time, right? We call it a practice for a reason. 10 or so deep breaths here. Relax your face and your jaw. And notice how your bones and your muscles are working with gravity here. Feeling the sensation of your breath is the only thing you are paying attention to. right here, right now. Slowly begin to come back to center, only when you're ready. One side might need a little more opening than the other, so take your time. Go at your own pace. These lives will be up for you for an eternity, so to speak. So if you're not able to be watching it today or watching all of it today, pause it and come back to it when you're ready. We're going to come into a comfortable seat next. You can roll onto your side, help yourself up with your hands. Or if you want to do the rock back and forth, that's my favorite. I love that nice little massage on the back. So make your way up into a comfortable seat. Because how many of us are carrying tension in our neck and possibly shoulders? So I know a lot of us are doing everything virtually, right? So much online work today. So what's happening if you're spending a lot of time there? Posture is so key. You may be focusing so hard on your work that you're not focusing on how you're sitting. You are literally lengthening the muscles in the back of your body here, and you're shortening the muscles in the front of your body. So we begin to start experiencing neck and shoulder pain because of how we're holding our bodies. Let's unravel that fascia and retrain our bodies to hold ourselves upright in a way that can serve us better. Once you find your comfortable seat, hands can come in your lap or on your knees. Take a big inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Invite your gentle breath with your nose in and out here as you begin to make half circles, just on the right side here. Chin comes to your chest. Your right ear comes back to your right shoulder. If you feel a kink somewhere or tension, spend time in that area. Take a deeper, healing, soothing breath right there. And you can stay here, or you can begin to deepen that stretch by extending your left arm out towards the left. Getting more of a stretch on the left side of your neck, your upper shoulder. Taking your time to explore here and sending your breath where your body needs it. You can stay here or even take it a step further if this serves you well. Lift your right hand up. Reach for the top of your left ear. Place your hand on your head here, just giving yourself a little extra weight. Take a few breaths here. You don't necessarily need to nod while you're there, but feel free to explore. And there's a big difference between pain and sensation. So if something feels really tweaky or not quite right, back out. If it's just a sensation and it feels okay, gently move toward it with a deeper breath. Come back to center when you're ready. Feel the difference. Inhale, broaden your chest. Let your shoulders drop away from your neck. Exhale, drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Oop, I got another pop. Your body is thanking you for being here. Begin to make those half circles. And gently investigate what you can sense here. Letting your breath open you up. Shifting your energy, transforming your body, one breath at a time. You can stay here or begin to walk your right fingertips out. Get a little bit more of an increased sensation perhaps. Keeping your chest lifted, shoulders staying behind you. A strong but comfortable seat here. Working with gravity in a way that serves us well. And then if you took it to the third level and you want to try it here, lift your left arm. Find the top of your right ear with your left hand and just place a little extra weight there. You can either stay here or begin to nod your head again. See if you can find any kinks or anything that can be released with a deeper breath. Since we get to choose what we think about, we truly do create our own reality. So reconnecting with yourself is the most important work you could be doing. I'm proud of you. Be proud of yourself. Come back to center when you're ready. Pat yourself on the back. Slowly lower back onto your back. A little more abs today. We'll just do 10 each side. We're going to do some eagle legs. Get back any way you want to. So you can use your core to lower you back this way, knees bent, feet grounding you down. Or just come in a more comfortable, relaxed way, and we'll meet on our backs. Once you arrive, draw both knees up towards your chest. Since you just patted yourself on the back, I hope. Hug yourself, love yourself. Give your low back a little massage. Rock side to side. Come back to center, lower your feet. You're going to lift your right leg, cross it over your left. So we did a spinal twist with eagle legs yesterday. We are going to do some abs with eagle legs now. Place your hands behind your head. Clasp your hands at the back of your head so you have support. We're not using our arms to lift our upper body. We're going to keep sending our chest high to the sky so we can engage our abdominal muscles as we move. When you're ready, lift your legs up. And then feel that space in between your body and your mat. We've got that natural curve in our bodies, but let's press the low back into the mat, possibly by lifting your legs a little bit higher. Keep that low back grounded to protect your spine here. And we'll do just 10. When you're ready, inhale to prepare, and then exhale, lift on up. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Exhale, lift your chest. Keep your elbows out to the side. Inhale back. 10 of these on your own. Keeping your low back grounded into your mat. Slow and steady. Let your breath guide you. Keep sending those elbows behind you more. Lift with your chest using the abdominal muscles here. After your 10 or so, you can release. Unravel your legs, separate your feet the width of your mat, and windshield wiper your knees back and forth. I hear about low back pain a lot, so this is another great low back release. Use them as you need to. All of these tools you have in your toolkit always. Use them when you need them. Doing 10 more, by this time lifting the left leg and crossing your left leg over your right. Maybe you tuck your toes, maybe you don't. Hands come clasped behind your head. Press your low back into your mat here. So you're scooping your tailbone. Let your low back make contact with your mat. And then lift your legs. Inhale to prepare. And then exhale, lift on up. Keep your chest broad here. Inhale down. Exhale in. 10 on this side. Slow and steady. Ujjayi breath will help keep you calm during something that might be completely unfamiliar to you. That's why we're calling this the quarantine cure. Have you been sitting a little too much? I know. Eating a little too much? I know. Let's unravel it all. Use your breath, just a few more on this side. After your 10 or so, unwind, unravel, separate your feet again, the width of your mat, and windshield wiper your knees. If you've done this with me before, you may remember that I have placed one foot on top of the opposite knee. Once you drop your knees to one side, see if you like that sensation. It's a nice outer hip stretch. You get the piriformis here. Take a few deep breaths on this side, and then switch to the other. Dropping knees first, and then lifting up that opposite foot to put on the outside of the other knee. We are going to rock and roll to come into a tabletop, or send yourself over to the side and use your arms to help you up. Kick your feet behind you and find your tabletop. We're going to do some cat-cows, making our spine supple. Shoulders over wrists, fingers spread wide. Press down into your thumb and your index finger here. Inner spiral your forearms, and then outer spiral your upper arms. Hips are over your knees. When you're ready to engage in inhalation, go for it. Big inhale through your nose, drop your belly. Lift your gaze, send your hips up high. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, scoop your tailbone. Follow your breath with your cow, pulling your shoulders away from your ears. Feel the stretch on your belly. You just did the nice, hard abdominal work. Stretch it out. You can shake your tail here. When you come back to center, gaze over your left shoulder. Send your hips over towards the left. And then gaze over your right shoulder. Send your hips to the right. Use your breath to guide you through the movements that feel best to you. And then you can begin to make big circles with your hips here as well. And then switching directions when you're ready. Come back to center once you're balanced. Inhale, send your right leg behind you, flex your foot, and then send your right toes just on the outside of your left foot. Take a gaze towards those right toes. A nice side body stretch here on the right, taking it a step further from where we were shaking our tail. And you can stay here and breathe into it. Feel that opening on your piriformis, your outer right hip. If you want to test your balance and challenge yourself a little more, you can lift your right arm. Don't give up if it gets too hard. Use your breath. Ujjayi breath serves you well in that way. Slowly begin to come back to center. And we go to the other side. When you're ready, inhale your left leg behind you, flexing your foot. And then send that left leg over just on the outside of your right foot. Gaze at those left toes. Breathe into that side body stretch. Staying here and following your breath, noticing the sensations on this side. You can stay here, or you can challenge yourself by lifting your left arm. Ground down through all of the surfaces that are touching your mat. Your left toes, your right palm, your right knee. One more big opening breath. And then slowly begin to lower your hips onto your heels. Rotate your wrists here. Oh, there's so much more I want to do. We might be running out of time. But we've just kind of gotten warmed up, right? There are some curtsy lunges I want to do. Maybe I'll save that for tomorrow. Right now, let's come down into a child's pose and feel how differently you might be feeling since before you arrived on your mat. Let all of your hard work sink in. stay in your child's pose. Or we can come full circle and come back into reclining mountain pose. You choose what serves you best. I know that internal voice might be kicking you, right? We've all got it. Oh, I needed to lift my heart rate more. Oh, I shouldn't have ate so many donuts. Oh, I've been sitting too long. Y'all, if you're with me and you are breathing and moving, you are winning. Be gentle with yourself. Less is more. Just spend some time with yourself. Love yourself. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. Love yourself. Trust yourself. Take care. Be well. And I'll look forward to seeing you back. Namaste.